Hi Aquarius, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your May mid-month tarot check for all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you so much to all of you who have been watching the readings. I really appreciate that, and I'm having a great time reading for you. And thank you too for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. I love the energy and it's fun for me. So if you're new here, I'd love to have you as a subscriber and tap the bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, which is about once a week. So I'll do a weekly reading for next week in a couple of days here. And I also did a seasonal reading for the months of May, June, July, August. So if you're interested in the summer, those are posted a couple weeks ago. And remember that time is fluid. So this is for the end of May, but certainly the energy or some of the circumstances could have already been starting and developing, and this could creep into next couple of weeks here. We'll just have to see what the cards say. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, check out a different part of your chart, like this is your sun sign, check out your moon, Venus, or rising. You can figure those out if you've never had it done professionally. I had a professional astrologer do mine, but then I verified it or checked Cafe Astrology, and it was the same. So and that's free, so I think it's still up. I don't check on it regularly, but I do believe that's available to you if you know your time of birth. So this is for Aquarius. What is going on here for Aquarius? May, mid-month May, last 2 weeks of May here for Aquarius. All right, your current situation, you've got the Knight of Swords here, and it's covered by the Judgment card. In your destiny, you've got the Ace of Cups. In the distant past, you've got the Eight of Cups. More recent past, you've got the Ten of Swords. But wow, coming towards you, beautiful. You have the Magician. You're represented by the Knight of Cups. The people and the environment around you is the Six of Cups. Your fears in this are the Five of Cups. But then at the end, there you are. You've got the Star card. Very nice. In the bottom of the deck, you've got the Three of Cups. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, somebody here wants to be, there's definitely potential for an ex to come back. And I know not everyone likes that because they're thinking of some particular person that they hate. Well, it's probably not going to be them because there's, again, there's positivity. It also can be somebody from the past or somebody that you've been acquainted with. Maybe you met the person once, but there's definitely indicators here. You do have 3 major arcana, and you've got, of course, the Star is you. You have water represented quite heavily, so it could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio that you're dealing with. Certainly you have, you do have a little bit of fire, so possibly an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, but I feel like it definitely could be a water sign. So you've got communication here. There's a decision being made, and there's communication coming in loud and clear. So you begin here with this Knight of Swords. So for some of you, there could have been, I feel like there was a falling out with somebody, but that was in the past. I don't feel like it's a love interest though. This falling out there's 2 separate things going on here. That could also be them, where maybe they had some upheaval in their life and went through something very dark, but you definitely have, again, there's going to be some kind of contact, communication, and it's more than just a text. This is more than just, there's more coming where it's going to be ongoing, but you also have the Judgment card over this, and the Judgment card, of course, is about a decision, but, it's a very angelic card, right? It's life-changing. It certainly can be. So I do feel like for somebody here, they may have had some kind of life-changing thing where it even caused a physical move, where they had possibly a big job change, where their job transferred them or something like that, and it caused a physical move. But, right now is a time, too. This is encouraging you to forgive. So if you have somebody from your past and you've already decided who this is about, it's time to forgive them and accept some of the past experiences. It's really about breaking free of limited beliefs, the Judgment card is. And the thing is about that, our limiting beliefs oftentimes are installed in us by the time we're age 6 or 7. And so once we have those and we're carrying those around with us, it can really color things in a way that's not only limited, but it just is, it's almost like allowing somebody else to create our reality or live our lives for us. So, it's time to, it's time to make a decision. I feel like you're waiting on something here. They're waiting on some kind of decision that's going to impact other people. That could be work related too with some of you, where there's been some uncertainty about what will happen. But again, things will go in a very positive direction. Your destiny here, and this involves your own free will. Okay, destiny is your life map, but it is influenced by the choices that you make. You have the Ace of Cups here, and this is a never-ending cup of love. It's just an overflowing, emotionally charged, emotionally intense card, and it never ends. I do feel like your destiny here is to have a life partner. It is to have somebody who is very understanding, compassionate. I'm seeing somebody who likes to garden. I don't know why, but I am. They like to garden. They like nature. They're good with animals. They certainly could work with animals in some capacity. They're a really nice, soft, nurturing energy. But, again, for some reason, like I said, there may have been an ending for some of you. It is truly emotional satisfaction. That's your destiny. I do think for some of you, there's definitely an offer coming through for sure. And there is potential for new love here too, but I feel like there is somebody who wants to come back. So at some point there was, like I said, there was an ending, there was a move away from something. Somebody too could have gotten sober in this. There may have been an issue with somebody having an addiction. Either they got sober or they were really addicted to like the internet, and they were spending way too much time on YouTube and video games and crap like that. And it was like to the point where they were staying up all night and playing video games and stuff. And whoever that's for. And it just got to the point where it was like they were almost not functional. But in any event, there definitely was a time of walking away, of working on themselves. You're working on yourself. And I do think it was painful. There was a change here. This is a 10. It's a conclusion of a cycle. This is, again, in the past. There was healing. There was recovery. Okay, there was a time of convalescence where someone was ill and needed to get better. And it does feel like it was in an emotional and spiritual realm. It's certainly possible somebody had some kind of an accident, but I also think it's very much on the spiritual, emotional plane where there needed to be a period of rest and recovery and recuperation. So coming towards you, beautiful card here, you have the Magician. And this is a master attractor. This is all about the law of attraction and the ability to bring heaven to earth. He has the infinity sign as his crown that shows he is capable of manifesting infinite potential. Okay, there's infinite abundance coming towards you, and it's in any realm, whether it's love, it is on the material, like you have a certain thing you want. If there's some material thing that you want, start watching people who have it, watch reviews of it, get yourself into the feeling of having that thing, and it must show up. I've done it several times myself, and it was things that, I just kind of immersed myself, but then let go of the outcome. I didn't worry about how it was going to come. I just knew I wanted it. And the next thing you know, here it is. So you really have a great power to manifest right now. And, whenever we see yellow, a lot of yellow in the background in a card, it's the universe bringing you gifts. So the universe wants to bring things into you. You're represented here by the Knight of Cups. So like I said before, love is definitely in the air for you. And you may be giving this person an offer. And what I'm really getting even stronger than that, it's a little slower moving energy, yes. But I do think for those of you that are, in either a reconciliation or even a new kind of a thing, you may need to be the initiator here. That this person, and it's gonna be well received, but that you may need to initiate some of the communication. But either way, things will be well received. And there's also things that are going to be coming towards you. I think you, like I said, financially have abundance coming towards you. And it just looks very like a very prosperous summer for you overall, Aquarius. So, there's generosity here, okay? There's generosity coming through from this card. Now, the Six of Cups here, the Six of Cups with the Three of Cups, when you get these two together, it's a reunion card. They're both reunion cards. The Six of Cups really is like a sentimental longing, and there's an immaturity, right? It can be kind of childish with the two kids on the card, but again, it's a card of, the universe bringing something towards you. And it's a card of nostalgia, and the Three of Cups is a reunion card. It can be a third party, but I don't see anything else to suggest that here. There's celebration here, and I do feel like there's love. There's real love here, and it's pure. And especially with this too, when we start to throw this in here too with the Ace of Cups, there's a purity about it, where it's unconditional, but there's no. It's like there's no expectation in terms of I'm not doing something for you to get something back. It's very unconditional feeling here. So I definitely feel like that is a distinct possibility. It's also possible for those of you that have somebody new. They may have a child involved, but I don't see that as a barrier as long as you're open to somebody with kids. I do think they're a good parent for whoever that is. They're kind, and it's softened them. It's made them see the world through different eyes, through a more compassionate lens. So for those of you that know what I'm talking about there, I do think they're a good match for you. You've got here in your fears here, you've got a change card. You've got the Five of Wands. And again, this can also be like, this actually, even though it's confusion and fighting, this can also be like youth sporting events and things, interestingly enough. And where this has any connection at all, because I know it sounds strange in your fears, hopes and fears, is I do think there's some kind of negotiation here around like keeping balance. It's like there's a lot of action and activity that's going to be coming into play here. And Aquarius likes, the gregarious Aquarius likes groups of people. And so I do feel like there's some guidance here about just in terms of being careful with balancing a lot of activities. And maybe it's you that has a kid, I don't know, but somebody that has a lot of different things that they're out and going to be going to and trying to figure that out. And it can get kind of chaotic. So it's also too, it can be a time of not knowing what path to take. So for those of you where there's an ex involved, you have a little bit of trepidation there. But overall, you've got the Star card, and that's wish fulfillment, with the Three of Cups, which is all about celebration and joy, reunion. It's a very nice card. There's a renewal here. Somebody here might be renewing their vows too. And I don't normally get that with the Star card when I say renewal, or they're renewing a relationship. That word renewal keeps coming into my mind. They're renewing some kind of love, some kind of relationship. But your heart is going to be full. Your heart will be full. Know that. Your heart will be happy and full. So we're going to finish things off with an oracle card for attracting more love into your life. True love. This love is once in a lifetime. Okay, so for whoever, if you're single too, it's possible you'll meet somebody. You've got it predicted in the cards. What happens in these readings is there are people who have stronger desires that come through, and that's who the reading tends to be geared for. So, and I know sometimes that's hard because people go, well, this isn't me. Well, they have a stronger asking. That's all that is. And we're going to close things off with a consistent formula gives me consistent results. The law of attraction is very faithful. Okay, this is Abraham Hicks, ask and it is given. It is consistent, and it will follow your vibration. So no, you're not using the law of attraction. The law of attraction is using you, and it's matching up your frequency and giving you like things. So the card says, like learning to understand the basics of mathematics and then having the successful experience of understanding the results of their applications. Once you have a formula for understanding your world that is always consistent, it will yield consistent results to you. So, very true. So, a great reading for you, and I love you so much, Aquarius, and I'll be back again in about a week.